They said the river spoke at night, not with words, but with voices, faint, familiar, and heartbreakingly human. No one believed it until one woman heard her own name drifting across the current. In the ancient city of Varnell, there was a river older than memory itself. Its surface shimmered not with reflection, but with the shadows of dreams once spoken. The villagers called it the river that carries voices, believing it took the final breath of the dying and whispered it downstream into eternity. One night, under the curve of a crescent moon, Arundel, a quiet map-maker, followed a sound she could not unhear. Through the fog, she heard laughter. Her brother's laughter. But he had been gone for 12 years. She followed the echoes along the bank, clutching her lantern tight. The water rippled, each shimmer forming faint faces, murmuring in the tone of the lost. One voice called, "Arundel, the river remembers." Her light flickered. The river seemed to answer her heartbeat, each pulse drawing her closer to its center. On its surface glowed faint runes, coordinates, shifting and rearranging like constellations. A map, made of water, and it was leading her somewhere. Arundel traced the runes onto parchment and followed them upstream. Days passed. She walked through forests that whispered her name, across fields where the wind carried laughter. Finally, she reached a waterfall that sang in human tones, thousands of whispers entwined. Behind it, carved into black stone, lay a doorway of bone-white light. Inside, she saw a drowned city. Buildings suspended in slow water, torches still burning beneath the current, time unmoving. Ghosts walked streets of liquid glass, and from their mouths came the river's eternal murmur. At the center stood a figure, cloaked, faceless, holding a staff that shimmered like mercury. He called himself the Keeper of the Current. His voice was like wind through hollow shells. "Every voice you've ever lost passes through here," he said. "Every name forgotten by the living drifts to me. The river keeps what time forgets." He lifted his staff and water rose around her, showing faces of everyone she'd ever loved. Her brother smiled through the current. "You followed my echo." The keeper extended his hand. "Stay, and you will hear them forever. Or leave, and their voices will fade. But life will remember your name." Arundel wept. She looked once more at the shimmer of her brother's eyes, then at the rippling surface above. And she understood. The river didn't take voices to keep them. It carried them home. She whispered, "Thank you." And the current released her. Arundel awoke beside the quiet riverbank. Her lantern was still burning. The water no longer spoke, only shimmered under morning light. But when she unrolled her parchment map, there was a new river drawn in shining ink, one that wasn't there before. It connected every city she'd ever loved, every person she'd ever lost. And at its center, written faintly, one final word glowed: remember. They say the river still carries voices, and if you listen closely enough, you might hear your own.